Welcome back, survivors. I'm Chububbo1, and in this episode we are going to run some missions because I built a new hover skiff. Actually, I built a hover skiff and then it fell through the map and I could not get it back, so I spawned in a third hover skiff. But we're going to do some missions in the Arctic. We're going to do some missions here. We're probably not going to die from this volcano behind me. But at the same time, at some point in this video, I am going to die in the magma, so that's exciting. And then we'll look at the dinosaurs that I've collected from this biome, and then we're going to head over to the Lunar Biome, to the outpost that I created there, which ended up looking a lot cooler than I expected. So without any further delay, let's get right into it. So here we are back in the Arctic doing the searching the Frozone, and that was where you had to go to different parts of the map and pick up the little glowy things. So we're trying this again, trying the alpha again. I don't know how many times I've attempted this now. You know, pick up those things. And made it to the stupid waterway, and as usual, failure.
Up, survivor. We didn't get enough. But we can have another go.
I was happy with the jump back. So I tried it again. And
exactly what we're looking for.
I made it past the waterway, but failed. So I tried again. And I could see it. That's the last one. And ran out of time. Failed. So I knew it was getting close. And what I noticed when I came back that time, which I didn't record, is I came back around the other side of the mountain. And that seemed to be a lot shorter. And so I was hoping to use that to my advantage. I've already taken the soups, the focal chili, the Lazarus stew, and I know if you can jump off that rock, I can glide all the way over there, because I've done it so many times now. Well, you know, and because I have a new hover skiff, so use that. And clearly there's some luck involved with these types of missions, because there was one, and there's two right next to each other. And there's the third, also right next to the other two. So I had three of them right by each other. So that was very convenient. And lucky, you know. So here we are, back in the stupid waterway. Not the thawed waterway, the stupid one. Because this is where I seem to have the most trouble. So I found that one. There's usually one right there. There's usually one right up here on the left, and there's not. Sometimes there's one right there on that little ledge. Oh, but there it is. Back a few meters.
That's the stuff.
So I got it.
But we need heaps more.
And then, but there's the last one in the waterway. So again, just luck. Just luck that they were nearby each other. That gave me just under 3 minutes to get around the mountain and get the other glowy things, the other 4 glowy things from the eastern slope. So instead of going to the right, this time I'm going to the left around the mountain. Eventually, I'll get going. There we go. Get going. Don't usually go this way, but bada bing, bada boom, I'm there on the eastern slope. And it's daytime, which is going to make this a little more difficult. Oh, and I see one, thanks to the shade of the trees. The shadow of something. And I just got lucky and saw that. I probably would have flown right past it. And again, luck that there was a third one so close. So now all I need is one more. I've got 40 seconds to do it.
The clock's running out.
And there it is. Is again pure luck that they were close together. But works for me, man.
You're all done.
After so many attempts, that was insane. Very happy to not do that one again. We'll check out the loot and, you know, a bunch of ascended stuff, but the usual.
There's no thrill.
Alright, so
like
this
the
was the
thrill of
last
hunt.
of the hunts, called We Will Rock You, and this hunt
Let
is
me scan this
for
right
a
quick.
rock elemental.
Hold up, survivor.
And
What's this?
my only concern was I know they
Let's have
take
a look.
reduced
Scanner.
damage, but it made it through there. And so I've got the rock elemental, a basilisk, and 3 scorpions. And this is on the alpha. And that looks like Flamin' Cheeto, which deals out a ton of damage. So eventually the basilisk goes, and then the rock elemental, and that just leaves the 3 scorpions. And then I noticed that one of the scorpions is behind me in the lava, so I'm just going to leave it and go after the others. And honestly, it looks like that one in front of me was trying to get away. I sped this up because it does drag on for a little bit. And they're just scorpions. But surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, on the alpha level, they're a little harder to kill. A lot harder to kill. The fireball does a bunch of damage. So if I can get one in, then I'm pretty happy with that. So here comes the other one. Hasn't taken hardly any damage from being in the lava earlier. So I'm just gonna wipe him out.
You bagged yourself quite a trophy.
And average loot. You know, for these missions anyway. And then I went on to the little escort or defend mission. I have to escort these 4 parasaurs. Look at the 2 little baby ones. They're like super cute. Although they're hard to see way up here on top of the Giga. Cough. I'm just gonna leave that in. I had to escort them, and you can see now, this is later on in the mission, because it does last a long time. One of them is near death. I don't have to get all 4 to the exit.
Oh, it's being attacked. We've got to help.
That guy back there, he would not come out of that rock and die. And then, yeah, I lost a parasaur. The Giga did pretty good on the Gamma and the Beta. And there's several guys running around down there. From way up here, I can't really tell what they are.
More
Raptors,
danger
maybe?
up ahead.
Yeah, I guess so. This mission has some weird things, these explosions, and then stuff spawns nowhere near the explosion. So here comes like tons of stuff. Lost another parasaur. So now lost another
We
parasaur.
couldn't keep it alive.
Lost all the parasaurs.
That was harder than I thought. We'll
Yeah,
have another go.
harder than I thought too. So I thought, why don't I go get my
Let's guard that critter
best
there.
defender for these kinds of missions, and that's Stitch, the Reaper King, because he's got that tail swipe, and he can swipe a large area and knock stuff back, which is really what I need. We did lose a parasaur because I got stuck on a rock. You see, there's that tail swipe, and Stitch does stupid amounts of damage. I mean, it's crazy. Because he's leveled up so many times. And we're down to the 2 parasaurs again. but we're close to the end. So, you know, I haven't given up. Stitch is more mobile than the Giga.
I think Predator's got wind of our friend here.
And then here comes the last wave of insanity. Which the tail swipe, you can see, is super effective when he's leveled up. The poison thing did its job, kept the Rex away. Now I just have to defend against scorpions and spiders and junk.
You reckon that's the
And
last checkpoint over
aside
there?
from the occasional Perlovia, which appears sometimes down here, it seems to be over. And then one of the parasaurs does this weird disco spin around. It did that on the beta mission too. I don't know what's going on. I don't see anything else coming. They have to get to that blue dot and then
Up ahead.
all's
That's the
done.
last checkpoint.
And it didn't end. I'm like, what's going on? Why didn't it end? Why is time still ticking down? They made it! And I guess I just wasn't close enough. Some more loots. Sword. Always love me a sword. So this was one of the hardest missions, or what everybody said was like one of the hardest missions, not just in the volcanic biome, but in the entire
Retrieval,
Genesis
then retrieve.
1.
You got
The
it?
extraction, where you have to go
Commencing
sit at the waypoints, take a bunch of abuse, get something, and then follow the escape route
You're almost there.
before time runs out. So this is the Gamma, and I'm on Charcoal, who has leveled up a ton of times, which is a great thing. Charcoal is now better than, way better than Flaming
Look at
Cheeto.
that.
But I have to get the Magmasaur egg, that
Time to get out of
specific
here.
one, and then make your way back out. Well, the way out is not the same as the way in. The way in is much shorter. The way out is this really long, crazy route around through the back of the volcano. And the rock elemental, you know, wouldn't let me get past him. You know, I'm trying to run past everything that I can, but it deliberately places rock elementals in the way. And it throws everything in the kitchen sink at you. Things that are normally not in the volcano, like Rexes, Raptors, Perlovia, just all kinds of stuff. It's nuts. I forgot to turn off the harvesting, so I have to dump the inventory, keep going. You can see, you know, Charcoal's got more level ups here. So if I can run past it, I'm running past it. I'm not going to stop and fight everything. That's crazy. You won't finish. The exit, nowhere in sight. And I'm thinking, I'm not going to make it out because I don't know where we're going. But now there's the outside, heavily guarded, Rexes and Magmasaurs, and what I think is a rock elemental trying to form on top of me, but I don't know what that was. Maybe a wannabe avalanche? Not sure. Thought, well, I gotta fight these, but I've got less than a minute. There's other stuff here. I thought, well, I'm just gonna run for it because I just gotta make it to there.
Nothing like a proper
And
getaway.
kaboom. Did it. And a Kintro is aggroed on me. He was probably caught up in all that stuff at the end. Or two Kintros. Hey, what do you know? Whatever. You know, it's a Gamma mission, so nothing amazing. So with the beta, a lot of people online, or what I read online, was to build a box around yourself, take your hover skiff in there.
Should be straightforward.
And of course, I guess I built the box wrong. It wouldn't let me put a back wall on it.
Let me scan this right quick.
But you'll see here in a minute that doesn't seem to matter. I'm
scan's
hovering over the
picking up
spot.
something,
That works
but
fine.
it's a ways off.
I know I can fly in here. And I'm at the checkpoint. And then I realize, oh, I need to go to the other one. But look how much damage my little metal box is taking. It's crazy. And if you look at the damage for the hover skiff, a third of my damage is, or a third of my health is gone.
Commencing scan.
So I'm just trying to get up out of the way, off the ground.
My scanners are picking up something.
And the
but it's a
bats
ways
are
off.
doing insane amounts of damage. Now we're down to half health. And I'm not even halfway through. And I'm already
Let
at
me scan
half
this
health.
right quick.
Okay, let me get some altitude.
Commencing scan.
And I got too much altitude. You gotta be kind of close to keep the timer going.
My scanners are picking up
Here
something.
comes all
but
those
it's a ways
bats.
off. Let's have a look. Scanner active.
And here comes the party.
We're getting close.
And now I'm down to 1/3 health.
Let's have a look. Scanner active.
And again, I'm nowhere close to being even halfway done. And just look at the huge
Almost
amounts of
there.
damage I'm receiving. It's crazy. And the health of the skiff, I guess I hadn't noticed, but right now it's like a sliver. Luckily, you hear alarms. You can see visually that the skiff is damaged really bad. So I was like, okay, I'm done. We're getting out of here before the volcano erupts. Which, you know, that's something else. You can only do this mission right after the volcano erupts, or it's going to erupt while you're in there, and then you're going to die. But the skiff is beat up pretty bad, but it will repair. Once you land and give it some time, it will repair. So I land and I force exit the mission. So I thought, well, okay, I'll try it on charcoal.
Retrieval,
The
then
Magosaur.
retrieve. You got it? Let me scan this right quick.
So in the meantime, I raised up 4 Rexes. Some of them aren't even imprinted. They don't have saddles. I don't think, actually, I think one of them did have a saddle, but I don't know. But yeah, they're not imprinted. I just threw them out there to help distract some of the other Magmasaurs, because really all I need to do is grab the egg and get out. So off I go. And the T-Rexes don't seem to be doing anything. Now they're moving. There they go. There's a ton of Magmasaurs over here. That Rex died. grab the required egg and I'm gonna try to make a break for it. Level 105. This after starting off is probably level 40. Really just trying to get around them. I don't want to stop and fight. Almost there.
We've got some time. And we're clear.
And boom.
With our retrieval in hand.
Of course, they all disappear. And it takes me a minute, but I noticed I got some tech boots, which is awesome. You're kind of limited in what you can do with tech armor on this map, but I'm happy to have them. So then I thought, okay, I made it with 2 minutes to spare. I'll try it with the alpha mission.
Remember, it's not
This
stealing.
time I'll throw out
retreating.
all 4 Rexes. And so here we are, and I'm throwing out Rexes. And, which to be honest is kind of tricky to do. Because if I get nailed by a Magmasaur while I'm doing that, I'm dead. So I have Rexes going everywhere. Unfortunately, the egg this time is right near some other Magmasaurs. So drink some cactus brew, hoping that will help keep everybody off of me. Oh, yeah, I named the Rexes Distraction. So Distraction 3 died, Distraction 2 died. And we have a big time issue. And I don't know if I get 5 minutes added after I pick up the egg or not. There, I lost another Rex. And I've lost all the Rexes. I only have a minute something left. And there's still Magmasaurs coming. Of course, that one aggroes on me after it looked like he was going to go away.
Not much time left.
I think I can get it without those others coming after me.
Retrieval complete. Now for the getaway.
That it does not add any time. So I have less than 30 seconds to get out. And I thought maybe it was to get to that waypoint. But nope, it's to get out. Completely. Hit the wrong button. And I ran out of time.
Time's up, survivor. Well, that didn't go according to plan.
No, it did not. Alright, so this is... Did I try this already? I don't remember. This was another one of the gather missions. This is the one on the volcanic biome.
Gathering.
So I drink a focal chili so I can run a little faster. This is the beta. The gamma was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. It starts off in this lava lake area. And you end up in the volcano. So you have to wait till the volcano erupts. But I ran out of time.
We didn't get enough. But we can have another go later.
Yeah. I always run out of time in the volcano. So the volcano has just quit erupting, which takes about 30 minutes real time, you know, our time, not game time. So when it's not erupting, then I go off and do other stuff. Repair things, breed more Rexes. I think my inventory's full of Rexes to try the extraction again. I'm just letting them level up in cryopods. So cactus broth, focal chili, start the beta. And here we are inside the volcano. And I've only got one, and there's only 40 seconds left.
We're running out of time.
I canceled the mission. I knew I wouldn't finish. So I thought I'd take a break from that and go pick up the final glitch from the volcanic biome. And I don't even have to get off the hover skiff to grab it.
That glitch was left over from a volcanic eruption, though I'm not sure exactly why. There's a lot
Gallimimus
going
going crazy
around
around there.
First you got your earthquake, and when a fair dinkum earthquake is just the early warning, that's bad, isn't it?
Fair dinkum.
Follow that with molten rocks falling from the sky and magma flowing like rivers. It's a wonder.
If you're in Australia, do you really say that still? Just wondering. Anyway, so just to prove, there's our 30 out of 30 for the volcanic glitches. Now this was after the Fjorder update.
All right. Fancy a scavenger hunt?
And they have put a bug accidentally into the focal chili, which is really throwing me off because now I've got these two warnings down there. It said that I was losing torpor, losing stamina, something like that, or maybe both, which is really throwing me off. But it is just a bug. I did look it up later, and none of those things, none of those effects are actually happening, but I don't know that at this point. And so I've already damaged the skiff
Let's
in the
get
lava.
some more of those.
And just when I think things could not get worse. Of course, I hate how the little sparkly things sometimes don't appear when they should. That was not there. If you rewind the video, it wasn't there. But it's there now. And I think, well, that's okay. I've got my glider suit. And I overshoot right into the lava. So I'm taking damage. Trying to find any way to get out of here. And then somehow I completely jumped the wrong direction. So I try to get out again. But I died. Alright, so it was easy enough to get my stuff back. You can see that's where I died, right over there to the left.
Time for a bit of fossicking. Oh,
And so here we are back in the volcano, and I cannot find the last one. Out of time. So here I accidentally forgot to hit record till I was done with the first two parts. So this is the oil field. This is the third part of this mission, and you need a gas mask here because like I almost landed on that gas jet, and that will poison you and take away half your health and all that fun stuff. This part is actually pretty easy because it's kind of flat. It's easy to see the little blue things when they appear. Occasionally you gotta watch out for dinos, but when I did this, there were only, you know, there weren't any hostile. The most hostile thing I saw was a thorny dragon. So you might want to scope it out first before you run in there. I know before I've gone in the volcano, I've taken a magmasaur in there and kind of cleared out as much as I could to make things easier on myself. Alright, so there's those four. See, those are easy. And speed over here to the volcano entrance. This is near the extraction startup place. And there was one in the opening. It's just one. And now you've got four down, further down in the volcano. And somehow that doesn't damage the hover skiff, but a bunch of bats do. Whatever. There's one. And this is where it gets really dicey. Is in this area, because there's all kinds of bad stuff in here. Speaking of bad stuff, just gonna try to kite him away a little bit. They're slow, so I can just crash it to the ground, grab it, and go before he can get back over here. Peace out. Alright, so there's two. Doing good. Got nearly 3 minutes left. There's one right there. There's usually tons of spiders and scorpions and things
Exactly what we're
right
looking
here.
for.
And unbelievably, it's a miracle, there's the last one with so much time left. You know, like I said earlier, it's random.
We did it. This should be
And it's luck where those things will appear. As far as the loot goes, that Ascendant shirt, oh yeah. So here I am starting the extraction alpha again, and
Retrieval, then retreat. You got it?
you know, I don't know what I'm thinking,
Commencing scan.
but I know exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about the part where I have to get the egg. Charcoal is like my magmasaur is like insanely strong at this point. So if I can get there, I've got 8 T-Rexes leveled up and ready to go. Gotta jump out right there. Try to take less damage from falling. These bats are super annoying. I don't have a good way of getting rid of those. I'm not worried about the T-Rex. I worry about the Allosauruses. You gotta love how the lava just sprays out everywhere. Or magma, or whatever it is. Yeah, I was kind of worried there. Getting hammered by everything, including Allosauruses. No thank you. I accidentally moved the metal, or forgot to move the metal back into charcoal's inventory. And charcoal needs some meat, so it doesn't die. This location is crazy. Like a million little things. Alright, so I want to throw out all these T-Rexes. That's going to take time, a lot of time. And these things leveled up. Again, a bunch of them aren't even imprinted, but they still leveled up a whole bunch. Just because I had them in cryopods in my inventory for so long. Yeah, that took a huge amount of time. And then they were just kind of running around me. Like, go do your job. Your job is to distract and kill Magnosaurs. I grab the egg and get out of here. Alright, so they did their job. I'm grabbing the egg.
Time to get out of here.
I'm still thinking I've got a minute to get to that marker, but try to get any Rexes that are still alive to follow me. But I was wrong. It's not a minute to the marker.
We're running out of time.
It's a minute to get out. And this is it's a 5-minute sprint. I only have 30 seconds. I'm not gonna make it. But you know, I tried. I did try.
This was harder than I thought it'd be.
Alright, well, let's take a look at the dinos I got from the volcanic biome. Of course, I've got my 2 Magmasaurs, Charcoal and Flamin' Cheeto. It says they're mate boosted. Flamin' Cheeto's a female. And Charcoal's a male. I don't think I ever knew that. Whatever. And then, probably my favorite, Fire Poker, the Triceratops. I love, love, love the yellow at the end of the horns. That looks so cool. Props, wildcard. That is my favorite. And then we got the X Anki, which looks cool. This was not an X Dino, but I love the black or charcoal gray and the red. It looks really cool. So I had to have one, even though you can't fly them on Genesis 1. And then we have our X-Rock Elemental, which I never did name. I thought about flaming crack or flaming cracks, which would be kind of funny. And then my breeders, my X-Rexes that I got all the other ones from. Alright, well, here we are outside the base, and let's head over to the Lunar Biome. Unless you've been living under a rock, when this was being recorded, we gotta go to southwest. Wildcard released a new map for Ark called Fjordur. And so, since I had to wait to when I could download it, the only way I could play the game was if I played online, or offline, sorry. And so if I play offline, then that means I can't record. So I built this base while I was waiting. And I've been adding on to it in between missions.
Teleport now.
Oh, stuff like that the entire time. And so, really, safety was my only concern here on this map, and I'll probably regret that later. But we'll see.
Coordinates confirmed. Teleport complete.
We want to go towards the planet. See the big blue planet? And we're in the last crater. There are a few caves around. And this cave, if you're looking for the entrance, I can show you. There. Oh, wrong button. Oh, what in the world? Come on now. Alright, so there's the coordinates for this location. And we are down there in the southwest corner of the map. And I chose this one because it was the closest... Oh, come on. It was the closest to the spawn point. There are lots of other caves, and they're much bigger, but this one is the closest one to a spawn point, and it's still kind of far away. So it's got positives and negatives here. Let's try and land this. It's very much like Aberration in the caves. These give element shards, which is great. The cave opening, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with dinos. Big things like Rexes, and there's usually a dozen or so Rexes running around out here, tech Rexes. They cannot fit in the opening. In fact, I tried to bring Stitch down here one time, and Stitch would not fit. He got stuck right about here. So if anything smaller should be able to fit, but any big dinos, you're not going to go in and out the opening. I mean, I could leave them here, which would be fine. But anyway, so this is what I made. There's water in here, and I was going to cover it all up with ceilings and pillars, but it turns out the water is a lot deeper than I remembered. The gravity is really low here, so we can really get some hops. Anyway, it was a lot deeper than I thought. So it ended up being cheaper just to make some stone cliff platforms. I made 2 and stuck them together, and I think I did an okay job of lining them up over here. I've tamed a few of these little shine horns, and that one's Moonshine and Moonbeam, and because seekers keep coming in, they spawn in here all the time, and so that's why I've got a turret set up. I've got this set up, which all this I made over in the volcanic biome or back in the bog, and then just brought it over. Also, Carcinos, the giant crab, will spawn in there. And you might have noticed that I've got a shark. I brought over a shark from the ocean biome to take care of the Carcinos and lampreys. There are lampreys in here too. But he doesn't seem to care. And I have him on aggressive. Well, now he's on neutral. But I had him on aggressive, and he didn't seem to care about anything. So if a Carcinos does appear, the turrets will take care of it, or I'll just hop on the shark and take care of it that way. I wasted a lot of ammo killing the other Carcinos, but I got a ton of organic polymer. Anyway, it's a pretty sweet setup. I like it. I'm pretty happy with it, and I had zero design in mind. I just made it up as I went. Yeah, there's some wires going everywhere, and I can probably try and fix that, but oh well. I don't care. So thanks for joining me for this episode. In the next episode, we should be running a bunch of lunar missions and hopefully wrapping up this map or getting really close. I do want to do the beta boss fight before I go to Genesis 2. What about Fjordur? Well, I do want to play Fjordur. I also have Ark on the PC now, and so I will probably play it over there. I do not expect to make videos out of it, but we'll see. We'll see. So, thanks for joining me, and I will catch you next time. Ruh!